Hello, and welcome all to another explosive episode with your man, Faramir's Rangers. Yep, that's right, it's David. And we're back again. Okay, so or actually a couple videos ago, I did a 4v4 on Finland, and I was trying to explain what not to do, why you should never do it. And one of those things that I see a lot in multiplayer is players putting their line infantry into formations where they're not 3 ranks deep, nope. They're like 4, 5, 6, 7 ranks deep. And I, for the life of me, can't understand why you would do that. But let's take a look. This is the part from that episode I was talking about during that video. And you can see here this person has their set up 8 ranks deep, I believe. And you can see the abuse that he takes from it. But I'm not sure if I explained it completely 100% well enough. So I want to try to take another look at it here, where I can hopefully get my point across why this is not a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to break this down basically into 3 reasons why you shouldn't do this, okay? And I'm going to basically show you an example of it. Number 1 reason is firepower. You're limiting your firepower. You've got only 3 ranks. If you got a 5 or 8 deep, you're wasting a lot of men that could be shooting. Number 2, you allow extra casualties that you shouldn't. It's obvious that you're going to take more shots. Any bullets that miss are going to travel behind into the ranks behind the first 3 ranks, and they're going to get pummeled with gunfire. Now, the 3rd and last reason would be, I can't even damn well remember it. Okay, you don't have a reserve unit that you could have had. That's a very important thing in battle, that you could move a unit up into a place where you lose a unit. And you're not going to have that. Okay, example time, example time. I don't know why I'm getting excited. Alright, so I set up 4 Bulkley units against 2 British lines to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, to put this in perspective, Bulkleys have 50% accuracy versus the British line's 40. They also have 50 reload versus the British line's 25 or 30. So there's a big difference. The Bulkley should win this hands down. But you're going to see, being 5 ranks deep, that's 2 ranks that don't get to shoot in this. Okay, and you're going to see another big factor coming up here as well. Since they're taking higher amounts of casualties very quick, Empire set up on a morale system. So if you lose men too fast, you're going to have a drop in morale, and you're going to lose a unit quickly. As you can see, this one routed with 61 men, just simply because they were using too many men too rapidly, and it was exposed on the flank. All those factors made that unit break faster than what it normally should have. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed along through this, and let's take a look. You're going to see that the Bulkleys are going to slowly take advantage of this fight, and they are going to end up winning it. But they do end up taking quite a bit of damage in the process, and definitely not a good win. So keeping in mind that there was double the amount of men in a higher quality unit for them. So now let's take a look at the results. Alright, so in this scenario, the Bulkleys lose 280 men. 280. So just keep that in your memory. And now we're going to replay the scenario using spread out tactics versus the same scenario. To show you how less damage they're going to take. And as you can see here, having the more units and spreading them out, you're going to be able to flank. You're going to be able to do other things. Now, I think typically why these players do that is because they put them in confined spaces. But again, you can also limit yourself from taking damage by keeping units in reserve if you do this tactic of flanking. You're going to also see I'm going to have my fire at will off until the British lines volley all 3 rings. I could be opening up on them with a couple of units, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them fire all 3 ranks on both lines just to give them an extra edge and let them get a little bit more damage. That way they have every advantage possible here. And let's see how this goes down. The British have done their volleys. We're going to start hammering into them. And you can see that the British are returning fire. At least that one line closest to us was, because I had to wait for the second line to shoot. So now you can see they almost are at a breaking point right here. And again, even though this is the AI gets extra cheats. So they're going to, even though they're standard line, they're going to reload faster than they should actually technically reload. So both police you can see are already shooting into it because they have the best reload and they break. So it's only, basically it took 5 ranks of fire. You know, they reloaded about after the first or second line fired on the second volley. Both lines broke. And now let's take a look at the results. 82 men lost versus 280 the other way. Which do you think is better? I think that pretty much puts that one to bed. Okay, so I think that's pretty much a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for joining along. If you did enjoy this content, don't forget to give this video a like. And also don't forget to subscribe, as it does help the channel. And also ring that bell so you're notified of future content that's coming down the road, which we're going to have a lot. And if you do like this video series, I'm planning on doing more of them. So anyways, we'll see you on the next one, guys.